Hey, 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 we're here. Let's see people joining in. Those watching on the replay, hello, thank you for joining. Hey, Alex, what's up, buddy? Jason, Mr. Fatman Swag. Who we got? Who else is joining? Hey, yo. I see Chris. Jason, what's up, guys? Thanks for the hearts. Please make sure you share this with your friends because I'm talking to Travis today, so you might want to share this. The shirt is That's right, baby. Captain America. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you, Mr. Fatman Swag. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to get into it pretty quickly. I know you guys have stuff going on. FYI, guys. Jason. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for inviting your friends. I appreciate it. Thank you. Rosie, what's up, Rosie? Fist bump to Rosie. How you doing?
You've been working out, huh, dude?
Yeah. A little bit. Rah Queen. What's up, guys? What's up? Hey. You're good. Perfect. Okay, look, guys. Just so you know, Periscope is pretty new, so this may freeze up. Don't worry. Don't fret. I'm going to upload it for replay, so whatever you might have missed, you can catch it. It's all good. That being said, I'm going to jump right into the interview so you guys we can get you. Oh, FYI, guys, I'm going to talk to Travis first, interview him for a few minutes, and then afterwards, you guys can ask your questions, okay? That being said, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Travis Romero. Let's tap it. Let's tap it.
Hey, everybody.
Travis. Everyone, this is Travis's first time on Periscope too, by the way.
Yeah, this is all kind of new, so.
Hey, Robert Queen says hey to you, Travis. Can you see it? Yeah. What was I going to say about Travis and Periscope? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, look, Travis, you and I are very good friends. We're brothers, so I know you very, very well. What's up, Travis? From Jason says, what's up to you, buddy?
What's up?
You're getting hearts, too. You're getting hearts right now.
Oh, nice. I could use some hearts.
Yeah. Okay, without further ado, so Travis, tell us who you are and tell us about yourself, if you could.
Okay, well, my name's Travis Romero, and I'm a screenwriter. I've been writing professionally since 1999, and you and I go back to like 1996.
Yep, we do.
We were waiters together at the Brooklyn Diner.
We were.
Yeah, I remember making a short film with. I remember we made a short film with you and I, and we wrangled Lisa Vidal into doing our movie.
I'll never forget that, buddy.
Like 27 pages. And we got someone to let us use a restaurant. Those were the days, man.
Andy Dick gave us his equipment.
We borrowed Andy Dick's camera, and Andy Dick showed up, and he we're gonna meet Andy Dick, and we're sitting in the coffee shop, and Andy Dick walks in, stoned out of his mind. He walks around the table once, barely looks at us, and says, "I can't be in here," and then walks out and leaves. And his roommate's like, "Oh, that's just Andy. And they're like, "What? But he's gonna let us use the camera, right?"
Okay, yes. But so what was your first project? Like your first, I guess, mainstream project was.
Here's how I got in. People ask me sometimes, "Well, how did you get to be a working writer? You know, how did you get into the industry?" At the time, my best friend was a guy named Jeff Easton, and he had just started writing, and he and I worked together at the YMCA in Burbank, and he would go out on pitches. He had done like a rewrite for a movie called Microcop. It never came out, but he would go on pitches and pitch projects. And one weekend we were supposed to go camping, and he called me up and said, "Man, I got a pitch on Monday, and I'm like, I got nothing on this project." He's like, "I'm gonna have to cancel the camping trip," and I really wanted to go camping. So I said, "Well, why don't I come over? Maybe I can help you on it, and we can go camping." And he said, "Yeah, if you want to come over, you know." So I went over to his place, and there was a script that somebody had written called Second String, and it was a football story it was a comedy. The guy who wrote Hoosiers had written a comedy called Second String, and it was about a group of guys that the second team of a football team. And the idea was that the main team gets food poisoning, and the second team has to step in and take over the team. And the idea was kind of good, but the script wasn't very good. So I read the script, and then he and I went to a coffee shop. We went to the Novel in Venice, and we stayed up till 4 in the morning just spitballing ideas. I didn't even know it was called spitballing ideas. We were just talking about, you know how when you go see a movie with your friend and you're laughing about shit,
Right.
or whatever. That's all it was. It was just like two guys hanging out. We're like, oh, you know what'd be funny is if this happened or this happened. And he was writing it all down, and he went in and he had a pitch for Fox 2000. He went in and pitched it, and they were blown away. They said it was one of the best pitches they ever heard. And so he told me, he said, look, if I sell this, I'll give you $1,000 for your help. And at the time, I was working at the YMCA, and like $1,000 would have been like, well, hell, $1,000 down. It's like, fuck. And they strung it along, and then the movie Eddie came out with Whoopi Goldberg, and it did really bad. So they were like, sports movies are out. So for a minute, that idea, they went cold, and they didn't end up buying it. But Jeff and I continued to work together on stuff. And he would get pitches. I would stay up. We'd go to
Bob's Big Boy. Bob's
Big Boy, yeah. We'd go to Bob's Big Boy. We'd stay up till like 3 in the morning. We'd work on stuff. And one of the projects was a project with Neil Moritz, who now has done Fast and Furious and everything, dude. I Know What You Did Last Summer. All those, but at the time he had only done a little bit of stuff. He had Volcano coming out, and he had done, I don't know, just a few movies. And it was for a TV show called Shasta McNasty. And so he and I worked on that. We worked on the idea for the pilot together. We worked on, and when the show got picked up, he hired me as a writer on the show, and that's where I started working professionally as a writer.
Wow.
And so I quit the YMCA. Well, actually, I quit the YMCA already. I've been working as a waiter, and so I gave notice at my job at El Torito's. And started working as a writer. That's kind of where I started.
So now, were you automatically put in the WGA because you were a writer on that show?
Yeah. In fact, my first paycheck went to pay the entry fee for. A lot of people don't realize, but when you get in the WGA, the first thing you have to do is like pay it. It was like $2,500.
Wow.
And I was like, when you're working on a show, the money's good, but it sucks. Your first check is gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you knew Jeff Easton, and for all you guys who are out there watching, Jeff Easton is a pretty big time showrunner these days. And Travis and him were really, really good friends. Grew up together in Colorado, so he knew some.
We were both from Colorado, but we didn't grow up. We met in Burbank, working at the YMCA in Burbank.
Oh, I didn't know. So wait, Jeff worked at the YMCA too?
Yeah, Jeff was my supervisor. He was the unit director for the Explorer Day Camp at Burbank.
Wow, started from the bottom.
He quit halfway through the summer because he got hired to do the rewrite on the movie, and I didn't even know he was a writer. And all of a sudden he was quitting, and I was like, wow. And I remember thinking, like, that is so cool. They're going to pay him to write a script. It was something like $30,000. I was like, fuck.
Wow.
He could probably retire.
So you knew. So let's say I want to be a writer, but I don't know any Jeff Eastons. I don't know you. Like, how would I even get an opportunity to even be a writer in the real world?
Okay, there's two different aspects of becoming a working screenwriter. There's the ability, and then there's getting in the door. Okay, so on one hand, the ability first. You have to have that if you're going to be a working writer, because it all comes down to that. So focus on that first.
Okay.
And you don't have to go to film school to learn. If you get into film school, or if you get into something like that, yeah, it can be useful. But all the information you need is out there now. There's books, but most importantly, read screenplays. If you want to be a writer, you should be reading screenplays for all the movies that are coming out. And you can find them online. You can Google The Social Network .pdf, and it's out there. Trust me. Very rarely is there a movie that comes out you can't get download the screenplay.
Wait. So you're telling me that if I want to be a writer, I should mimic other writers, and that I can go on the internet today and pull up actual scripts for movies right now?
Yes, and also I would tell any writer, you need to be, if you want to be a writer and you're really serious about it, you should be reading at least 2 screenplays every week per produced material. That's all, because you know that whether you like the movie or like the writer or whatever, you know that those are guys who were able to do it, and you got to look at what they've done, and maybe you're going to be better than that writer. Okay, but first you need to understand what that writer was able to do. So I would say read like something that's coming out currently, and also read something like, go read Chinatown. That's one of the best screenplays out there. It's amazing. And it's also interesting because when you read older screenplays, you can really see a difference between the way the craft is evolved. You know, it used to be back, like if you read Lawrence of Arabia, that's like a novel. It's like Gone with the Wind. They write every little camera angle and every little thing in there. And you're like, wow. Like you watch the movie, it's all came from the writer's head. But if you read a screenplay now, it's a lot more loose. You know, the director has a lot more control. So it's free education is out there.
So now you have experience writing for TV and for film, though, correct?
Yes.
So it's 2 different worlds? Is it the same world?
Yeah, I've been a part of getting 4 TV shows on network TV, and that's hard. Even though like a show comes out, even if it doesn't make it, even if it gets canceled, people don't realize like just to get it on the air is your odds are like, if you're working and you have an agent and you're going in and pitching, your odds of getting something picked up are really remote. But
Travis, not cutting off, but Rosa Figueroa asked a question. She's asked, "Hi Rosa, by the way, how you doing, Rosa? Thanks for joining us on this broadcast." She wanted to know, what have you written? She just asked that.
Okay, so I worked on Shasta McNasty. I worked on Meet the Marks. I worked on a show called Hawaii and White Collar. And I helped develop and get that show on the air. And I've also written I wrote a film called Treachery that came out. It's being released. It's coming out on DVD this quarter. It's been out for a little while. And I've written several things. But those are the things that have been produced.
Very commercial. So, and those are network TV shows you've done too.
Correct. White Collar is a cable show.
That's true.
And it's just gone into. It's actually just finishing up a 6th season.
And Hawaii was NBC, right?
Yes.
Shasta was Fox. I mean, you've had a pretty charmed career though. Like the average writer coming into the game, Travis, he's not probably going to have that kind of luck kind of thing. And so, like, can you give my viewers some advice, like, and people watching
Okay. So what I was saying before is focus on the craft. You know, write. Go watch it. Go watch a movie and retype the movie off the screen. Watch it and type it out. Then download the movie and compare what you wrote with the screenplay, and you'll be able to notice a lot of mechanical things that you're doing wrong or maybe you didn't pick up on. Okay? That's one element, is the craft. It's a craft, and you need to work on it every day. The other element is getting your foot in the door. And it's true what they say about Hollywood. I don't agree that it's not what you know, but who you know. But I think it's what you know and who you know. So I would say you need to get around. You need to get your foot in the industry. Get a job as a PA. Get a job. A really good way is to get a job as a writer's assistant, so you're in a writer's room.
Wait. How do I get a job as a writer's assistant? How would I even do that, Travis?
Man, I don't know. Because I missed all that. I don't know how you get a job as a writer's assistant. But, you know, look, there's lots of opportunities out there now. There's lots of movies. Get an internship. Just get around the industry. And when you get around the industry, you'll start to make connections, and you'll start to network. And once you start to have connections with people who are in the industry, and you write something that you want someone to read, really make sure it's the thing that you're really proud of. Because when you ask someone to read a screenplay, you're asking them for 2 hours of their time, and you only really get one shot. If they read something that's not very good, they'll be polite maybe and say, yeah, okay, I'll take a look at it, but they're probably not going to read you again. So if you get an opportunity, make the most of it. Wait until you have something you're really proud of, that is really polished, spell checked, everything is really good.
Okay, you can go to the community colleges, meet professors. Some have, yes. Rosie was saying that they can go to community colleges.
That's good, Rosie. That's true. Take a screenwriting course, or even just audit one. Go to UCLA, go to a course, and ask the professor, "Is it cool? I'm not in school here. Is it okay if I sit in on your class?" Most of the time, they'll say yeah. So even you don't have to pay for film school to take film courses, and just go to the course. You'll start to meet people, and you'll get good instruction.
Okay. Now, I really want to get to I want to give my viewers some good quality insight just on, okay, you said one, you got to know how to write. You got to have the structure. I get that. You got to have the talent. Without that, you don't have shit. But let's say you have the talent, and there's a lot of talented writers out there today right now who don't have agents, managers, who don't have anything at all. How the hell, what else could they do you think?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Even me, when I just wrote a screenplay and I asked you to read it. How long did it take you to read it?
I'm embarrassed to say it took me 12 days to read your script.
Okay, 12 days, and we're homies. We go way back.
We go way back, dude. We're brothers.
And you know that I'm an okay writer, at least, right?
Yeah, I know you're solid. I know whatever you gave me to read was solid to read.
Right. So here's the thing: people don't like to read. Okay, so if you write a screenplay, you're up against the wall. Asking, even if you have those connections, there's a good chance people aren't going to read it. So what you have to do is show them. So go make something. I don't care if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes. There's no excuse you shouldn't be making movies. Get your iPhone out, get whatever, write something clever. You and your friends. And make it, put it out there, put it on YouTube. If I had sent you a link to a video, said, hey, Romero, here's a 5-minute short I made, you probably would have watched it that day, right?
Yeah.
So you can get people interested in something that you have that they can watch, but nobody wants to read anything.
So basically, if I'm a writer and I want to write and I have the skills, I've got to just go out and use my iPhone and shoot something, basically. And
shoot something. If you don't, you could go invest a couple bucks and get a decent camera, a good digital video camera, and just put a little bit of money into it. Get something where you could record sound properly. That's one of the things that people don't do that really helps. You could buy a little device that you can plug into as a little sound recorder, something. Help, you could even get just like a mic for an iPad and just record the audio so it sounds halfway decent, and do a little bit of work and put it together. You can make something really with good production value now. The tools are really cheap.
Travis, you know what I want to do right now for my viewers right now? People out there watching right now, and those of you who are watching on the web, thank you for joining us. Well, hold on. Would you say? Wait, would you say?
You're going to take off your shirt?
They'd like that probably. What I'm going to do is, those watching on the web, again, go to Periscope.tv, get the app. That way you can be engaging with us. I want to offer the viewers who are writers or aspiring writers, established, maybe you can offer, can they contact you possibly? Do you help people out? Do you mentor?
You know what? Here's the thing. A lot of people, here's my conditions. If you have some questions, feel free just email me, travis.romero@gmail.com.
He said travis.romero@gmail.com, guys.
And if you want advice or you want whatever, I'd be willing to help you. If
Wow.
someone writes a screenplay, I'll probably read it, but I ask that you register with the WGA first for your protection, because I don't want someone to, and don't just send it to me. Ask first, because I don't. Because if I do something that's similar and I haven't read it, but you might say, oh, you stole my idea or whatever. So,
Wait, Travis, are you saying for them to do a log line and maybe a synopsis before
you
they
could register a log line and a synopsis on WGA. You could register a treatment, or you could register an actual screenplay. It's up to you. But, just protect yourself before you start sending your material out. That's all. People are paranoid about that. Someone said something to me recently, and they said, delete it after you read it. And I'm like, it's not that dire, but,
Okay.
just for your own peace of mind, register it with the WGA. And that way, if you're sitting at home someday and a movie comes on, you're like, motherfucker, you've got recourse.
Got you. Now, people who are watching right now, is there any questions for Travis that you have? I bet this is now the time to ask the questions. Ask them now, guys. You're not going to get opportunities like this every day to talk to an actual working, established writer in the industry. This is huge, guys. So don't be shy. If you've got a question, and when he's offered his email address already, I'm sure you've got it. You took it down. Those watching in replay. But any questions? And I don't see anything popping up on my end, Travis. Okay. When you write a play, do you also direct it? As a question that was asked.
I directed one once so far. I directed my movie Treachery. But usually someone else directs. I'm mostly a screenwriter.
Do you pick actors? Rosie Baby's asking.
Yeah. In TV, the writers have a lot more say in terms of casting. But on Treachery, I was involved pretty heavy in casting. It's always like when it's TV, you've got the director, you've got the studio, you've got the network, you've got a lot of people that have to sign off on casting.
Okay. Any more questions, guys? Because I'm going to wrap this interview up pretty soon. I know you guys are on your data plans. I respect your time. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you guys are getting a lot out of this Inside Truth series that I'm doing on the industry. Rosie asked again. She's asking for a job. She's like,
What does she do?
She's a young actress. She's a future young actress. She says, any job.
Has she been in anything?
Rosie, baby, have you done anything at all out of curiosity? My sister's also into acting and modeling. Now, school plays. Tomorrow's show, guys, I'm interviewing an actual talent agent. So maybe you want to tune in tomorrow, Rosie, baby, and ask those questions to the agent who I'm talking to tomorrow.
But yeah, if you want to email me something, a headshot or something, yeah. How old is she?
How old are you, Rosie, baby? Are you in school still? Or are you out of school? You over 18? She's 18, she said.
She know how to play golf?
Can you play golf? She's in college. She said no. Ha ha ha. He's being funny, Rosie, because he sent me a script that involves some golf. The lead actress is actually 19 years old. So he was, we'll be auditioning. Oh, she said, oh, okay.
She can take lessons, right?
Yeah, she said, I'll take lessons, yeah. Well, look, Travis, is there any, I want to make sure I don't leave anything out with you, because I have you on this, and I may not get you on here ever again. So, like, what kind of crucial advice?
If you go to travisromero.com, I have some stuff posted there about writing, some on the mechanics of writing, some of that stuff. And like I said, email me if you have questions. Email me travis.romero@gmail.com, and I'll help however I can. If I don't know, I'll find out, or I'm happy to make connections with people. So email me. That's cool.
Wow, Travis, this is so huge, bro. Like you gave your email address, you gave access. People who are tuning in to Periscope, I'm gonna turn. People who are out there watching on Periscope, you're welcome. She said thank you to you, Travis. By the way, she said
Oh
thank
yeah, no problem.
you guys. This Periscope is huge. Like it's opening up the doors. It's opening up access that you would have never ever had before. And that's why I love Periscope, and that's why I'm using it. That's why I want to use it to help you guys out, because a lot of you people don't know the game. Your friends don't know it. Your parents don't know it. You know, these people that I bring you, they know it. So thank you for tuning in. Those are watching on the replay, don't fret. I'm going to upload it, as I said, for replays. You can watch it for the next 24 hours. If you have friends who would like to see this, please share this with them. Even if they missed this broadcast, they'll still have the replay in their timeline. All right. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Also, tomorrow's guest is Nathan Haben. Nathan Haben, he's the president and talent agent at Prestige Talent Agency in Beverly Hills. That should be a real good one, too, because he's going to give you guys insight as actors, actresses, managers, you name it, on how to work it all out. So that being said, Travis, bro, hey, you're the man, dude. You're the man. Right on, homie. And stay on, please, before I end it. Stay on after I end it. Thank you for the hearts. Much love. That means you guys like the interview. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for my inspirational broadcast, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon for my interview with Nathan Haben. You guys have a great day. One love.